So what's up? So basically, I just wanted to explain a perspective and the reason why this is running so smoothly. I lived in this city my whole entire life, like for 20 plus years. So I've been to East Side, I've been to St. Matthew's House, I've been to, I was an Uber driver, I've been inside of communities. So I had the ability to see everything for what it really is, then have the ability to choose the profession that I want to make money in for the rest of my life. So in that, it's like the basic premise of you could work at any store, basic store, as an eighth income or eighth source of income. You could have a summer job here, be a lifeguard, work at the YMCA, be a physical trainer. You could, be someone's music teacher. After school, you could be a sports club guy. Like, there's so many things you could do here because there's so many jobs here that I'm like, let me try to, do something clever. So if you go to these, I was an Uber driver for 2.5 years, and I realized the flow of time, which means that a lot of people don't have a real sense of what fate is or what time is. So time is the concept where if you are supposed to be at a certain place in time, or with a certain person around certain people, or else they'll just come out their way for you. Like, it's almost like, well, how do I explain this? It's like not mentorship, but it's like you're going to blow up in the space-time, continuum, and math is always right. So in these gated communities, you have really rich people, and you can see the difference in class. But all the rich people here, and I'm going to say this, and I probably should have said in the beginning, and I said it in Walmart, and they got angry, and I said, what should happen, and I think it started happening, I just didn't realize it, is this is the working class community of people who are in the stores. There are even richer people that are inside of these gated communities that never come out of the gated communities because they do not have to. They're resorts, they have restaurants inside of the community, they have stores inside of the community, they get everything shipped to their house. So what does this specifically mean? What this means is they have Isaiahs in the class that's supposed to be like that. I'm not supposed to be out here. My dad will get criticism. You're supposed to be in a gated community your whole entire life. You shouldn't, even if it's a bigger one, but it's cheaper, you were supposed to be there because your class says that you can be there. So what does this really mean? I'm going to put my city on blast for once. There are people in this city who are trying to tell me that appearance matters or you didn't go to a certain school. What you're going to see very soon is those people who have kids who don't come out here, who are homeschooled, who are really rich. They're really friggin' rich. And they're going to come out here and they're going to basically start putting people on blast in stores because the premise was, we can do whatever we want to do to you because we're in charge of this itty bitty store. And what you're going to see is them be like, we were using Shipt and stuff because it's cheaper, we're smarter. We're going to come out and we're going to dress like regular people and we're going to get people fired. And the illusion is like in Walmart, right? Oh, he's complaining, he's a baby. It'll be something like this. I went to school here, and I'm 24 years old, and I'm worth $4 billion. Another person comes in, I'm 28 years old, and my dad's a billionaire, and I'm worth $12 million. And I look just like Isaiah. A family comes in. We're all homeschooled. My dad's worth $4 billion, and we're worth $30 million. And they're going to look just like you. They're going to look just like you. You'd be like, what are you talking about? They're going to look just like you. My dad's worth billions of dollars. He's probably the best one in Florida. But I had to show people this. I wanted them to hear. I don't think they care. But the reality of the situation is people were judging me off of appearance and denying my paper. But eventually someone's going to be like, yeah, that's not the past. I went to Gulf Coast High School. I'm not talking about the G-Wagons down by the water. I'm talking about I was an Uber driver and I saw them already. And they're regular. They have families, big houses, big kids, a lot of kids, cheaper by the dozen. They don't have to come out here. These are their summer homes for real. We're disturbing their peace by causing these things to happen in the community. But they don't come out here. They're literally walking down the street inside of their community in the resort having a great time, happy as hell. They've worked so hard, they don't have to come out here. at all. They don't have, like, they literally do not have to come out. They have a movie theater inside their house. They get everything shipped to their house from a company. They have everything personally shipped by Amazon. They have an indoor freaking pool. They don't have to come out here. This is like for people who want to experience rich. This isn't the reality of actually being rich. My dad is the reality of actually being rich, which is a show the opposite reality. Inside these gated communities, you'll see people. I know I'm not supposed to say this. You'll see people and they drive regular cars. And you say, what do you mean regular car? They don't drive Bentleys. They don't drive G-Wagons. They have a big freaking house and it's a regular beater car. And I was like, why do they do that? And I open it, I go there and he gives me a really big freaking tip. So what I'm getting to is the reality of what I'm saying. When they say you didn't make money, I was an Uber driver. So when someone says someone can't give you money, those people are so rich, just like Ocho Cinco, just like Will Smith, they can tip you as an Uber driver and give you a lot of freaking money. So when people said you can't make a lot of money, someone could be hearing somebody in general at any point in time, and they say, oh, we can do all these, he's not making any money. And the really rich people who really can do really good things for people, like my dad, real charities, you go into their community and they could say, I gave him $72,000 as a tip just to shut people up. That's his dad. That's how much money he's worth. Stop talking to me. That's the reality. Like, you bring up people classes when you're really rich. They'll go out of their way for you. They'll give you shares in their company. If you do good things for people. This city was confused, all this stuff about, he's being too nice. You guys don't understand what you look like to those people. If you are really, really nice, you do not have to work till 60. Yep. You do not have to work till the age of 60. All you have to do is be someone's friend. That's why Finchup's angry. The Wittenberg University is class. All you had to do at that school to make a lot of money was just date somebody or marry somebody. Not rip them off and break their heart. That's why I was like hurt. I'm like, what's going on? He's giving you the right information. Look around. You've made it already. Now it's about maintaining relationships. But I wanted to show people that because that is the reality. So people say he has to work hard and get a job. I want everyone that's in this city to acknowledge what I just said, and this is why I did what I did. Again, one more time, all I have to do for them to validate, because they know, is they were complaining, he's an Uber driver, I can give him $80,000 as a tip like Ocho Cinco Will Smith. We can bring him up a class if we really wanted to. Not that we're going to, but we can if we want to. Because we see something that's real. Some people are fake, some people do trees, some people don't have businesses. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's what I was referring to, like the law of time, where it's like, you are your father's son. It's not make-believe, it's not made up, it's not he's fake or he's lying. It's when you get to that point in time where you're around those people, you then become the average of that. And I saw it, and I studied it, and forever, I want you to know this. I was in that community where Henry Ford houses exist. You get escorted inside of the community as an Uber driver. You talk to the person, you can ask them whatever question you want, because you have a couple seconds to ask them. And they said, I was just like you. I went to a regular school like you. And it blew my mind away. And I wanted to go back, but I realized you can't go back unless you do good things or you're doing the right thing to people. And I realized it's super hard to be around them, actually. You need to be super, super good and nice, pleasantry. It's like you are the reason why you do not end up down there. It's not God, they didn't give you a chance. It's who you were on the inside that prevented you from being around those types of people long term. Discrediting them, oh yeah, you suck, all this stuff, man, try to like me, and all this. All you have to do is be extremely genuine and nice with somebody. But I want you guys to see that was a mathematic decision for me to do that on the street. Meaning they think that that's how it works, where you work your way to success when you really just become a product of your success or your environment. I'm gonna say so again, there are people, when you go to these communities, it's really rich, just like they said, they're Henry Ford, they don't come out here. They don't even touch a Starbucks. They don't even touch a pool down here. They already have it inside of their community in the very back, if not in their house. They don't have to come out here. They don't have to taste caviar. They don't have to do any of that. So all they're doing is chilling out, and they think that we don't have money, or they think we don't know who he is, and it doesn't hurt us to help him like that. All he has to do is keep going on that, but he wants to show us something, so we're going to give him the time of day. But Hopefully that really helps you guys. Oh, he needs to get a job. All they have to do, and this is for anybody in this city. If you're nice to people and you're real, meaning you really work hard, you're gonna get rewarded for it when you meet someone real. Let's say I go there and like, this guy's a nice person. That's his resume. That's my daughter. That might be a handshake, right? You thought I was sleeping on the street. I was nice to that person. So, we didn't know about. We thought he was making this up. He could spend the night here, and not saying like, oh, we're bad people. You know what I mean? Like, don't. But the class down here that didn't want to, their class is over there. That's like, we have an extra guest house. All he has to do is pay rent. We have extra. We're the class that has extra. We have an Airbnb. It's on the other side of town. We just didn't tell anybody. It's our third, second home in the community. Is that really what they're saying? He can do Airbnb. What are you talking about? Oh, wait, you just don't own an Airbnb. So there's levels to class in this city that you guys haven't seen if you didn't do the right thing. Like I went to nationally ranked school. It's the same thing. They're rich, really friggin' rich. Dad's a doctor, PhD, owns a practice like somewhere in the country. But I wanted people to see you can't, like, you're just looking at one part of the city and you're making up stuff. Hopefully that makes sense. But I wanted to share this with you because hopefully it'll open up your mind to how much you don't know. And it is just a piece of paper. I know they're impressed by it. And I had to show them that, like, these people it's just a building, bro.